Hello, welcome back to my channel. I realized that I didn't film a full collection video this year, and frankly, I think it's because I didn't want to pull everything out onto my living room floor, go through it, everything's in the other room, and even in different parts of the apartment, so it was a little bit intimidating. I didn't want to put myself through that, so I am going to go through things in pieces. I'm going to start out with micro bags, my dare I say favorite category, kind of. Oh, I do love them, and this is really embarrassing. But my very first thought when I pulled them all out and put them onto the spare bed, because they're in the second bedroom, I thought to myself, oh, I don't have that many, or I have less than I thought. I could totally get more. No, that's not an appropriate thought to have. I mean, yes, I could totally get more. I will absolutely get more. Okay, but I certainly have enough, if that makes sense. But anyway, we're all crazy bag people here. Let's get started. Just to set this up, micro bags, I would call anything a micro bag that cannot fit one of your essentials. You know, they're gonna be, some are a little bit longer than others, some are a little bit more narrow, but basically my essentials have to be phone, some type of wallet or card holder, and keys. Preferably then like some kind of lip gloss or chapstick or something like that. But all of these, they have to give up something, and so for me they're a micro bag. I'm gonna then move into mini bags. I think I'm gonna film that next, and that can fit all of the essentials but really not much else. I am probably gonna differ on some people than like what they'd call a small bag versus a mini bag, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. So starting out with micro bags, I'm gonna just throw these in there. I don't know if they count, but whatever, it's my channel. I'm gonna include the mini pochettes from Louis Vuitton. This was the very first one I ever bought. I think I got it in New York. I was really surprised that they had it, and I decided just to snag one before they went up in price anymore, and then I became absolutely obsessed with it. I do sometimes use this as a micro bag. I was told by my SA, I don't know how true this is, or not how true it is, because I believe him and I believe his experience, but I just mean I don't know how big a deal it is. So I went in one day asking about getting a strap for this because, you know, he and I we're buddies and I really like talking to him. I know I can trust his opinion. I said I was curious about finding a strap so that I could actually wear it properly as a bag. I used to use my Montaigne bag strap with this, and I actually haven't tried using the Speedy strap, come to think of it, but in particular, since I got the Christmas animation one, I thought how cute would this be with pink outfits. So I went in looking for one of their straps, and when I told him this, he said actually he strongly recommends against that because he has had people come in for repairs because these D-rings and all this have come off over time just from the weight of the bag, which is kind of funny because I know that they recently came out with some kind of bag, which is essentially I think it's the pochette, but with a strap attached. So maybe just be careful how much you're loading it up. I don't know, but you know, that was enough to persuade me not to get a strap. I do occasionally use these if I'm just running out for a quick errand, especially something if I'm just running out for coffee. Sometimes when Ben and I have been on vacation and we're running out for breakfast, I've just taken this because it can fit my keys, my card holder, chapstick, all that stuff. Basically just not a phone. So yeah, my first micro bag. I love these. I don't see myself getting any more, but you know, people say that about Louis Vuitton little canvas pieces, and then they get more. So whatever, we'll see. Next, my newest micro bag. This is of course the little Gucci Blondie. It is so cute. I love using it. I like this neutral color. It just, you know, it's cute, and it actually holds more than you think. I will link that video down below where I show you everything because it really surprised me. So this can obviously not hold a phone, but it does have card slots. I usually just keep my cards loose in here. It can hold cash, it can hold keys, it can actually hold a very depleted bomb.com. I mean, like just barely, and not the new ones that they've done probably because those things are massive, but Anywho, it holds a lot more than I expected. I like the chain is really versatile. I would consider getting another color. I don't think I'm going to. I really like the other Gucci micro bag that's available, the one with the leather strap that attaches up top. I think that is super cute, especially in the canvas, but they also have it in black. But I don't know. I love micro bags so much, but this is the Gucci. Moving right along into the Chanel bags, this is my little micro Trendy. I don't know what the official name for this is, and Chanel names are all over the place, honestly, but I love this, and it was like the most perfect little black lambskin piece. Honestly, if you are still shopping from Chanel, I would recommend something like this over a classic flap. Not going to dwell on the classic flap today. I still need to make my updated video about my classic flap, but the lambskin on this is so soft and puffy. I saw it on the boutique wall and I couldn't believe that they had it in stock, but it's just, I do love this piece, and that's part of the reason why I've never been able to say, oh, I'm never buying anything from Chanel again, because something like this, I still do really love these pieces. My last Chanel micro, it's of course my little lilac baby. I adore this bag, and I feel really lucky to have gotten it because when I went to boutique, they had the blue one, and I said, I really like this, but do you have the lilac, because this is my favorite. And my SA was able to use the reference code to see if it was in any other US boutiques, and they actually had it in the Hawaii store. He reached out to them, they were willing to send it over, and that's how I got this. It shipped all the way from Hawaii. I really love the color. The lambskin is still in really good condition. I don't wear it against jeans. Obviously, I don't wear any of these like all that often. None of them are my everyday bag, but I do change out my bag every single day, and I'm careful about what I wear them with. So yeah, the lambskin still looks great. I like how this has a magnet instead of the popper. That's something that stopped me from getting the Fendi baguette charm. I think they're so cute, but for some reason, like, I always have trouble with the popper. I know some of them now have the magnet, so maybe we'll see if I had one of the Fendi charms eventually, but I am really happy with this. Two more bags to share with you. This next one, I honestly didn't know where it fit. I couldn't decide if it was a mini bag or a micro bag, but we're gonna put it in here. It is my Bulgari Serpenti bag, and the reason I just chucked it into this category is because it kinda, sorta fits my phone. However, it does bulge out at the sides. This is part of the reason why I couldn't strongly recommend this bag to anybody. I would probably say, for the price, just go up to the shoulder bag, one of the bigger sizes, or the East-West style. I mean, I love this bag, and if you have a smaller phone, especially like, gosh, I can't believe flip phones are back, but if you either don't mind it bulging out from the sides with your phone, or if you have a smaller phone, or you don't need to put your phone in here, you get it, you know what I'm saying. It is still a beautiful bag, and I love using it. I am curious about your opinion. So I have a Samsung phone, and as I mentioned, I can put it in here, but because these sides go in so significantly and this leather is so smooth, I would love to know, because we all treat our bags differently. Would you still put your phone in here? Would you just say, yeah, sure, the leather is going to push out and that's fine, that's normal wear and tear, and crack on, like, use your bag. Like, you know, just put it in there and it's gonna have the bump from the leather pushing out against your phone? Or would you never do that? I don't know. I'm kind of curious, because I've been on the fence. I've put my phone in here, but I tend to avoid it, and I don't know if that's silly or not. Anyway, yeah, so I just put this in this category. Lastly, one of my most quirky micro bags. I can't say favorite, I can't say most special. Like, all of these have little stories attached to them, but definitely one that I adore. It's of course Birdie. It's my little Loewe elephant bag. This is easily one of my most practical micro bags. This can actually fit a phone. It can fit a Louis Vuitton key pouch. And then if you're not all that fussy about what else you have in there, I mean, it can fit things like a chapstick, a lip gloss. However, if you fill this to capacity, the downside is that it's very hard to get things out. Usually I don't bother putting my phone in there. something that is kind of cool. So it has a magnet up top, you know, attaches to this little tab here, which really isn't necessary, but that's cool. The thing I like about the magnet is I will take my key ring and just stick it on the inside of this magnet so that my keys, like, they just hang out at the top. I always see them. And then of course my phone and the key pouch, I mean, they sit down here. It has a fair amount of room at the bottom, but it is a little bit difficult if you fill this up to get things out. But this is my last micro bag, little birdie. I love this green. I have thought about getting more. They have this really bright, pretty blue, which I think would be adorable. It's just such a fun bag. And if you like talking to strangers, you should totally get one of these because people usually ask me about it. It's just so different. I think it's really fun. And I have amused many a child when I've gone out wearing this and they'll just be like, whoa, like, oh, it makes my freaking day. So that was my full micro bag collection. I would like to have my mini bag collection filmed after this, but my work schedule can always be a little unpredictable. Sometimes it's more hectic than I expect and I don't get to film, but we'll see what I get up to anyway. Thank you so much for watching and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. This should be higher. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. There's not that many here, says the crazy bag lady. Oh, this is so ridiculous. I can't believe that was my first thought. Oh, that's kind of embarrassing. My orange one, just, you know, honestly, if you're put off by the elephant, I would recommend moving past that and embracing the elephant.